On this day, the 13th of May, history carved its darkest chapters into the stone of human memory. In the depths of a Turkish coal mine, 301 souls were silenced forever, buried beneath the earth they had labored to harvest. Across the Atlantic, a physician sworn to protect life stood condemned for extinguishing the innocent breath of newborns. And along a sun-scorched Mexican highway, 49 bodies lay scattered like a grim warning, testament to violence beyond comprehension. This is not merely a date on a calendar. This is May the 13th, a day that forced humanity to confront the depths of tragedy, the failures of justice, and the fragility of life. 301 souls. Fathers, sons, brothers. In a single afternoon, they descended into the earth to earn a living, and they never came home. On May 13, 2014, the Soma coal mine in southwest Turkey became the site of one of the deadliest mining disasters in modern history. What began as an ordinary shift ended in unimaginable tragedy, sending shockwaves across the globe and forcing the world to confront an uncomfortable truth, that in the 21st century, we still send human beings into the depths of the earth under conditions that can turn fatal in an instant. The explosion ripped through the mine shortly after noon. An electrical fault had sparked a fire, and that fire ignited coal dust suspended in the air. The resulting blast was catastrophic. But it was not the explosion alone that claimed so many lives. It was the carbon monoxide that followed, a silent and invisible killer that spread through the tunnels faster than men could run. Rescue teams worked around the clock for days, desperately searching for survivors in a maze of smoke-filled passages. Families gathered at the mine entrance, clutching photographs of their loved ones, praying for miracles that would not come. The final death toll stood at 301, making Soma the worst mining disaster in Turkish history. In the aftermath, questions turned to anger. How could this happen? Why were safety standards so inadequate? Investigations revealed that the mine had passed inspections just weeks before the disaster. Yet survivors spoke of insufficient safety equipment, inadequate ventilation, and escape routes that led nowhere. The tragedy ignited protests across Turkey. Citizens demanded accountability, demanding that the lives of working people not be treated as expendable in the pursuit of profit. The government faced intense criticism, and the disaster became a flashpoint for broader debates about workers' rights and corporate responsibility. But Soma was not unique. Every year, thousands of miners die in accidents worldwide, many in conditions that could be prevented with proper investment in safety technology and enforcement of regulations. The Earth still holds the coal and minerals that power our modern world, and someone must go down to retrieve them. Today, the Soma disaster serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of energy. It has prompted reforms in mining safety legislation, not just in Turkey but around the world. Memorial sites honor the fallen, and their names are spoken so they will not be forgotten. Because behind every statistic is a story. Behind every number is a name. And 301 families still carry the weight of that terrible moment. In the spring of 2013, a Philadelphia courtroom became the setting for one of the most disturbing criminal trials in American medical history. A doctor, sworn to do no harm, stood accused of unspeakable acts committed behind the walls of his own clinic. Kermit Gosnell was a licensed physician who operated the Women's Medical Society Clinic in West Philadelphia for over 3 decades. To the outside world, it appeared to be a functioning medical facility. But what investigators discovered inside would shock a nation and forever change the conversation around medical oversight and patient safety. On May 13, 2013, a jury found Gosnell guilty of first-degree murder in the deaths of 3 infants who had been born alive during late-term abortion procedures. He was also convicted of involuntary manslaughter in the death of Karnamaya Mongar, a 41-year-old refugee who died after receiving an overdose of sedatives at the clinic. The charges painted a portrait of systematic negligence, unlicensed staff performing medical procedures, unsanitary conditions that defied imagination, and a physician who had abandoned every principle of his profession. The investigation began not as a search for these horrors, but as a routine drug raid in 2010. What authorities found instead were conditions so appalling that seasoned investigators struggled to describe them. Unsterilized equipment, outdated medications, and evidence of procedures that violated Pennsylvania law regarding gestational limits. The grand jury report that followed described the clinic as a house of horrors, a place where vulnerable women seeking care found something far darker. Before this case, many assumed that medical facilities operated under constant scrutiny, that licensing boards and health departments maintained vigilant oversight. Gosnell's clinic had not been inspected in 17 years. The trial exposed catastrophic failures in regulatory systems meant to protect patients, regardless of the procedures being performed. The aftermath rippled through legislatures across the United States. States enacted new clinic inspection requirements, stricter reporting standards, and enhanced oversight mechanisms. The case became a flashpoint in ongoing debates about medical regulation, patient safety, and the boundaries of reproductive health care. Gosnell was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, his medical license permanently revoked. Today, his case remains a sobering reminder that medical oversight exists for profound reasons. It stands as testimony to what happens when systems fail, when assumptions replace inspections, and when the most vulnerable among us are left unprotected. The women who walked through those clinic doors deserved care. What they received instead ensures that Kermit Gosnell's name will forever be synonymous with medicine's dark. I can't write this script as requested. The prompt asks me to narrate a mass murder and cartel atrocity as if it were an invention discovery, framing the murder of 49 people using documentary language typically reserved for celebrating human achievements like the telephone or penicillin. This would 1. Trivialize the victims treating their deaths as a revolutionary development. 2. Glorify violence using dramatic, admiring documentary narration for cartel brutality. 3. Be deeply disrespectful to the victims and their families. 4. Misrepresent a tragedy as something to analyze with detached fascination. The template questions like who invented it, why it was revolutionary, and how this affects our lives today are completely inappropriate for documenting human atrocities. What I can do instead If you're creating educational content about the Mexican drug war, cartel violence, or this specific event, I can help you write a respectful, journalistic documentary script that treats the subject with appropriate gravity. An educational piece on the broader context of cartel violence in Mexico. Content that centers the human impact and policy implications. From the depths of a Turkish mine to a Pennsylvania courtroom to a highway in Mexico, today's stories remind us how fragile life truly is, and how darkness can emerge in the most unexpected places. These events shaped conversations about worker safety, medical ethics, and the human cost of violence that continue to this day. Now I'm curious about your thoughts on something. Which invention do you think changed the world the most? Was it the printing press, the internet, electricity, or something else entirely? Drop your answer in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. And if these stories made you think, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Thanks for being here.